We're back with the big deal. I'm Errol Lewis. This week, President Biden signed a $95 billion national security package into law. It provides aid to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. But it also includes a provision that gives TikTok's Chinese parent company up to 1 year to sell the app or face a nationwide ban. Lawmakers have long expressed security concerns over the app, including the possibility that the Chinese government may have access to sensitive user information. The platform's popularity rose exponentially during the pandemic. In the United States alone, there are more than 170 million TikTok users, and they spend an average of an hour and a half on the app every day. If you look at a breakdown of American users, almost half are under the age of 30. Spectrum News reporter Vania Patino has more on how a potential ban could affect small businesses which rely on the app.
Having grown up working at his family's restaurant, Birreria Tepechi, Benji Castañeda wears many hats helping out. Lately, that help has come through his phone as he tries to grow their social media presence. He says the restaurant has been a staple in the community since 1986, and business has never been as slow as it is now. So they decided to give TikTok a shot.
We looked into billboards and we're like, no, we're not, we can't afford it. We can't afford it, especially not right now, not this time. So our easiest way was, to get into these platforms. And we do see that it's reaching people because we get customers coming and like, hey, I want to have this. That's all, and they show me the videos like, hey, I want to have this.
But he may not be able to rely on the app much longer. On Wednesday, President Biden signed a bill into law, forcing TikTok's Chinese parent company ByteDance to either sell the app to an American company by January 2025 or be banned from the U.S. This as politicians across the aisle say the app is a threat to national security. But the economic impact the ban would have goes beyond the small shops and restaurants. The LA Times reported the rom-com Anyone But You had a low opening week of $8 million, but hit $219 million at the box office after TikTok users began posting videos of themselves reenacting the credit sequence. And that also helps the music industry, as the song used in that credit scene saw a 156% increase in streams, according to Billboard, after the trend began. Jem Aswad, the executive music editor at Variety, says the app is a powerhouse for the industry.
I mean, TikTok is the single biggest method of breaking music, of introducing an artist, of making a song a hit for the last 5 years.
And because the app is most popular among teens, many parents are hoping the ban does go through, saying TikTok's 13-year age minimum requirement is not only too low, but they don't approve of the content and algorithm. Benny says that for many small businesses, like his family's, this is just a lifeline that could be disappearing.
We see it as an advantage, So we hopped on it, and now that I found out that they're potentially taking it off, we're like, oh, what's going to happen now?
Hoping the app could stay one way or another to help keep his family's legacy going. Vania Patino, Spectrum News.
Joining me now to talk more about the future of TikTok is Anne-Marie Alcantara, a reporter at the Wall Street Journal who's been covering this issue. And Anne-Marie, we see a small businessman being helped. We see kids singing romantic comedy songs, and that sounds great. They're talking about something very different, though, in Washington, right? What's their concern?
Yes, their concern is that the Chinese government may collect data on U.S. users as well as spread any messages that they want to spread through TikTok.
The claim that they could force them or ban TikTok, what would that look like? How would you even do that?
So currently, we do have at least 9 months before that even happens. Otherwise, if a ban does happen, TikTok could comply and no U.S. user can get access. Like, it's just stopped at the source and goodbye TikTok. If they don't comply, users in the U.S. could potentially use a VPN to access the service. But in all cases, the app eventually just stops getting updates and it won't be usable anymore.
And if ByteDance, the company that owns TikTok, should choose to sell, how would it be valued and who could afford to actually purchase it?
It's a great question. A lot of numbers are being thrown around. I've seen 20 billion and 100 billion from our own reporting of what it could sell for. But we don't know what the app would look like. We don't know if they would sell the algorithm. That, really is the point of TikTok.
TikTok's CEO responded to the bill by posting a video on the platform addressed to American users. Let's take a look at that.
Rest assured, we aren't going anywhere. We are confident and we will keep fighting for your rights in the courts. The facts and the Constitution are on our side, and we expect to prevail again.
So how are they fighting back? And is the Constitution on their side?
We'll see in the courts, but TikTok has expressed that they will challenge this in court. And in the past, creators have also sued if a ban were to happen. So we'll see.
And is there a possible First Amendment argument that they might make?
Absolutely, and that's what was argued in the past in 2020 during previous conversations about the ban. And so I'm guessing they'll probably do the same thing again.
My understanding is that among young people in particular, more of them are spending time on TikTok than all the other platforms combined, including YouTube, that it's really, really popular. Who would benefit from a divestiture, a change in hands? Would those be the companies that might try to acquire ByteDance and TikTok?
I'm not sure if they would acquire those companies, I'm not sure that they would acquire TikTok, but Meta and YouTube would definitely stand to benefit. People are already using Reels and YouTube Shorts a lot, so everyone's probably going to flock over there if the ban were to happen.
And then finally, I guess one of the big fears all along has been that a powerful platform like this could influence American elections. Is there any reality to that? And if so, what's being done about it?
Yes, so right now the conversation on social media, a lot of voters have expressed that they may not vote because of the ban, as well as, maybe certain messages might get pushed, depending on your algorithm, who knows? It's not really clear, what will happen as the election comes up.
Okay, thanks very much, Anne-Marie. We are not done just yet. Coming up next, we will bring you a recap of this week's proceedings in Donald Trump's criminal trial. Stay with us. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage, and click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.